clever to record if I want to see that a bit later.
Okay, I think it started recording on my system now.
Okay, so
Validaire, okay?
mm-hmm.
I cannot. I maybe
So far, so good.
Good. I'm learning French. You see, you're learning GIMP, and I'm learning French. This is great.
All right.
Okay. Now this layer here is the one that's highlighted, and I can take the brush tool, and I can draw into this layer. But the problem you see is it does not stay inside the white area.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to select that white area, and I'm going to undo what I've just done so that I get rid of my mistake. Now to select the white area, I'm trying to remember which tool I use. I'm sorry, my brain is okay. The wand here, the magic
selection
wand.
Tool.
Yeah.
Okay. I see
And
now
now
that it's selected.
we see it's selected. So now I take the paintbrush tool. And I start painting, and it stays within the lines of the selection. See, I can go over the edges, but it does not go outside.
Okay.
Okay. And if I wish to speed up, I can change my image, my paintbrush, make my paintbrush bigger, and then I can go back over. There is a little bit of a delay on my computer to your computer, which means that it's really difficult for me to...
We are,
okay.
Yeah, but we are 1 hour difference.
Okay, and then we fill in.
Perfect.
Okay. There. Now I go back to my layers, and now I go to selection, and I'm going to remove the selection, and
All. This one means all, none.
that's it, none. Okay, so here I am back where I was, and I've filled this in. So I'm going to now take the copy of layer 1, I'm going to click it, hold it, and drag it below the original layer 1. And we should end up with the white on top and the grey below. The problem is that we can't see the grey because it's exactly the same size as the white. So I'm now taking the move tool, and I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard just to press down and then maybe right a little. And now I've gone too far. And for some reason it's not stayed grey. I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay, I've broken it, and I don't know why, Pascal, but it doesn't matter. It's not important.
No, it doesn't. No, because most of the time I use the picture like this.
Okay,
so,
no problems. So we have. Let's take what we've got here and use this. Now these photographs in the background, you wish to make a new one, so we can hide all of these photographs. And so we end up with our standard template. and then we need to go and find a new picture. So
Right.
if I let you have your computer back, now you go and find your picture, and if you would like to open it up in GIMP,
Maybe not the right size.
that's not a problem at all, Pascal. Doesn't matter what size it is, it's not a problem. Okay, so this should now open up in a new window. There it is. Now, the difficulty is if we copy that image and put it into the other file, it's going to be far too big to fit onto the template we have.
Mm-hmm.
And the template you have on screen is 600 pixels wide. So
I remember that from the...
Yeah. So we need to resize your original picture, the picture that you wish to move in there.
Okay.
Okay. So let's choose this one then. And if we go to the image menu at the top, or in French that would be image.
It's perfect. I
And
love,
then-
you can't imagine how charming is your French.
And you can see that I have French heritage. And then we go échelle et taille de l'image, which means scale the
And
image.
if I remember well, I have to put 600 somewhere.
Yeah, in the largeur.
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 Largeur. Okay. So we take that down to 600. You can type in that box if you wish, Pascal.
I'm too close.
That is
Easy, sorry.
that's something men do too much.
Yes, and scale.
Yeah. And that's absolutely fine. So yeah. Now
But I think I have to resize it.
Yeah, so down in the bottom left you have 18.2%. You see down in the bottom left of that window you have 18.2%. You can click and set to 100. There we go. So now we're going to copy that. We're going to copy that image and we're going to place it in the other file. So you can do edit and copy if you wish to, or you can do. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You can do Control and All.
Copy.
No, sorry,
Fine.
Pascal. No, come out of that. Cancel that. Do Selection and then All. Okay, and then we have what we call the marching ants, which are the marquee around the outside of the picture. And now we can do Edit Copy. Then we go to our new image, our template file. And we do edit Paste.
Scheinbar. Paste.
Okay.
Should be in the layer.
No, so yeah, head to your layers palette and see if that picture has appeared.
should be on the top as a floating, yes, floating
There
layer.
we go. Okay. Now that layer we will need to anchor. So if you right click that layer and
Anchor.
yeah, that's the one.
This is the step that we can do last time.
Okay, now for some reason,
Yes, absolutely.
hang on,
So
some reason.
it's a right click here in the
No,
layer.
because you should have a picture on your screen now. So hold with me just for a moment. I'm not sure what we've missed out. I think I've missed something out somewhere. Can I just take your computer a moment from you, Pascal?
Yes, please. I don't touch anything anymore. Selection, all, edit, copy. Edit, collect.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
You have to explain me what.
Okay, let me just double check that I've done everything right here. Anchor calc.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did. On Killer Calc.
Anchor calc. Okay. And let me just move this layer and just check. Yes. Okay. 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 I'm going to undo what I've just done, Pascal, and go back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing I did was I went to the
Image.
That we've resized.
Image. This I have to do selection.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah.
I didn't see the mouse moving. Yeah. All. Then edition.
Yeah.
Then you go on copier. And then you go on the layer window.
Yeah. Back to our image, and now I'm going to make a new layer, which is this little white icon here.
I didn't saw the arrow. Okay. Click there.
And you will see it has a box. What size would I like the layer? This is fine. This is okay. 600 wide.
Valid.
Okay.
Then
and we see my new layer.
New layer, and
Yeah.
we have to do a right click to anchor.
Yeah. We do edit paste.
Oh, okay. Correct.
Okay.
And now we have to anchor the layer.
Now we have to anchor, so we can right click.
Right click. Ancrer le calque. And what I don't understand is the reason why you take the image, the line is blue, and why you take the image and put it down in the list.
Okay. This is because these are layers. Anything at the top of this list will be at the top of the image, nearest your eyes, and anything further down will be further back in the picture. Okay, so I'll show you. Here we have a white. Let me turn the image off. Here we go, so we can see. Okay, here we have the bottom of the page, the white piece, and then the paper above it. So if I turn this on, and then I turn the image on, the image goes on top of that white piece.
Okay.
Okay. If I pick up the white piece and move it up the list, it comes to the front.
Makes sense. Okay.
And then the tear, I take this up, and the rip of the paper I take up and put at the top, and turn the eye on. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So the further down I move them, the further back they move. The further up the list, they move to the front.
Yeah, so I would say as a rule we put the picture as down as possible.
Exactly,
And,
because if I have here, you see I have the French word vignetting.
yes, yeah,
Yep.
vignette.
Around now we cannot see this because it is behind the picture.
Okay.
It's here in the corner, but it's behind. So if I take the picture and move it down, they
Oh,
appear.
it's very clear now. Yeah,
Yep.
very clear.
And the same with the text. If I turn the text on, I cannot see it. It's behind this picture. I pick the picture up, move it down, and the text appears. And then maybe I turn the text off. Yeah. So this is why all of the pictures are at the bottom.
Okay, but as soon as I will add a new sentence in French, I just put the hand on the mouse. If you
Yeah, of course, yours, Pascal, you take it.
no, just a question. As soon as I add a new sentence in French, as soon as I have a new line there.
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be a good idea to modify rather than to add too much sentence.
It is. It's up to you, really, because
Okay.
you can build these into groups. Now, I have to remember if I select several pictures at once. I think. Let me check. One moment. One moment. Okay, no, I thought that this program had had groups for layers where you can join layers together in sections, but it doesn't. It only allows you individual ones. But that's
Now
fine. That's fine. Ignore me. I'm thinking of something else.
I'm just a beginner in GIMP, so it's fine for me if everything is single by
Exactly, and you can delete them and hide them and move them as you wish between different sections. Yeah.
single. Okay,
So
I know.
I sometimes, if I have a file that I use again and again, I will edit the text because then it stays in the same position on the screen. And then I save it, and then I make another file and save, and make another file and save. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Excellent. So now I know how to change my head banner.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's cool. I guess that if I have a vertical picture, I have just to recrop it as an horizontal one.
Yeah, and I'll show you. Let me go back to my screen, and I'm going to go. I will go to Photoshop, but Photoshop is the same as the GIMP. You can do the same things, and I'll show you a couple of photographs that are too large, and they're vertical photographs. So let's have a look. Here we go. This is a good picture. This is a very good example. So here we have a picture here on screen, which I'm about to paste in, but we can see it's too thin, and too tall for the header. Now I'm going to rescale this so that I get the important part of the picture into the header that I need. Now on the GIMP, on the graphics package that you're using, I could do the same thing. Let's just exit.
From who do you have all those pictures, Richard?
These are the ones from, we have the PADI network where we have lots of pictures that are taken by various people. So these are Peter Driesel. These belong to Peter. And he's taken them when he's been in South Africa, and he's placed them on the network. So here we have my picture, and I now need to open my file, which is this one. So we have my template, and we have the picture that I need, which is this one. So I'm going to select all, and then edit, copy, and I'm going to go back to my original picture and do edit, paste, and we can see that here on screen now I have the tiniest piece, the tiniest top corner piece of this picture. If I go to this picture at 100%, you can see that what we have in the other file is the very top left corner of this picture.
Right.
Okay, it's the top left 600 pixels of the image, which is why it's very, very blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this image. I'm going to scale the image before I copy. Bless you.
Sorry, I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, so I enter 600 pixels and I leave the height. The height is going to be 921 according to the program, but that's no problem for me because I just need the 600 wide, and then I scale the image, and now this is a lot more sensible. Okay, so I can now select all, edit, copy. And then my picture here, I do edit, paste, and I can see that I now have the picture I want is the right width. I just cannot see the girl with the lift bag. Okay, I'll just wait for your screen.
Why did I have to create a new layer, and for you the edit and pass seems to work smoothly?
I have no idea, Pascal. I think it's a setting within the program, but I don't know what the setting is, and I don't know where it is. You may find that that yours will paste directly into the program, but I can't guarantee that it will. I don't know why mine does and yours does not. I need to bring up my layers palette. I don't have my layers on the screen. There we go. Okay, so now I have a floating selection. You see at the top of my my layers palette, it says floating pasted layer. at this stage, if I pick up the Move tool, which is the four-way arrow, I can drag that picture and move it around underneath the layers. I just click, hold, and I can move and drag the picture. Okay. And so I can now position the picture so that it gives a good view for the customer of what is happening. So they can see that this is a girl with a lift bag, and we can see that maybe it's search and recovery. Once I've done this, I then right-click on floating selection and click anchor layer. Okay, and this now fixes that that picture in the position. If I now pick up the picture and drag it around, you can see what's happened, what the program has done. It's cut the edges off of the picture. Yeah. If it's not anchored and it's floating, it will let me scroll around the picture. It will let me move around, and I can choose which part of the picture I want to appear through the window that I have. Once I anchor the layer, it trims off the edges of the picture, and then I'm done. I can no longer select which part of the picture I wish.
Okay. I think I need a bit of practicing, but
okay. It's your go now then. It's your go now then, Pascal, because I'll hand back to you, and you can now try.
Yeah. The next point was about so logos. I've solutioned the thing. I just copy and paste them from internet and do the hyperlink.
You have,
so
yeah.
I don't need to know how to do HTML.
No problems.
Thing in the newsletter. I had a question about GIMP because mine is really not stable. Many times it doesn't answer.
Okay.
Maybe it's because he's very slow to open. I have no idea.
No, it takes quite some time to open. It always does. It has lots of things to load up while it's running. So it does take some time to open up the program.
Okay. I had just one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just would like to add on my blog a Facebook like button
Okay.
from the page of the French Telegraph, but I don't know where to take it from.
Okay, no problems.
I had one on my own profile, on my private profile.
Yeah, I will show you. Just okay, so we go to facebook.com and oh no, sorry, I beg your pardon. It is I pressed the wrong keys. developers.facebook.com. Okay. And now from here, because Facebook is so good, they change everything every week. So we go, I think, build for websites. And then we have
social plugin.
Yep. So then we have most important social plugin is the like button, which enables users to share their page with friends with one click. You can add any button. You can add a like button to any page with an iframe tag. So here we have the code in green. Now I'm going to go to Paddy Islands and yeah, I'll go to Paddy Islands. No, I won't. Yes, I will. Sorry, I will. It's okay. And I will go to I will go to the administrator section of Paddy Islands. And you see here we have HTML, head, migrate website, page, title, body, etc. We need the piece in the middle, which is iframe source equals https:/facebook.com plugins like, etc., etc., etc. Now your section at the end, your URL, is the URL of your Facebook page. And if I remember rightly, there is a page called the social plugin page here, which has all of the buttons, and I think it allows you to create this code yourself. So it will ask you for which page to like, and then it will make the code that you need to paste into your blog, if that makes sense. So if we go to a page, what is your Facebook page, Pascal? Is it the Frenchy Telegraph?
Yes, right.
Okay, so let me go and find Frenchy Telegraph personal blog. There we go. This one here.
Yes.
So I would take the URL from the top. So facebook.com/paddy.frenchytelegraph, and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go back to my like button page here, and it says URL to like, and I'm going to paste it in. So we have it in there, and then I'm going to choose the layout style, so maybe button count, and each time it's going to show you over on the right hand side what the button will look like.
Okay.
Yeah, so it gives you a preview. So I maybe have standard, and the standard preview looks like this here. You can see there's Jean-Claude and myself and Peter and a few other people from Paddy in that list there. Or maybe I have box count. I don't know what that looks like. So it's vertical like this. I can then choose the width.
Okay.
I can choose whether faces are shown or not on my layout. I can choose whether like or recommend is the word that I use, and the color scheme, and the font I wish, and all these kind of things. And then I click the Get Code button. And it will give me a box. And it has three options: HTML5, extended Facebook markup language, which is a little bit old now and is no longer being used with Facebook, and iframe. So I'm going to choose HTML5, it's the most modern one, and it says, okay, well, the script uses the app ID of your app, and I'm going to say that page here, you see down the bottom here, this highlighted text, that is the code that needs to go into the page of my blog. So I'm going to copy that. It's basically a layer, but
only the bottom window.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go back.
What is in the first window? What is in the first
window? This is the one that links to an application that you have. So maybe if you have a look at my drop-down list here, I have an application for a dive center. This is a landing page. So it gives me the code for liking the landing page of a certain website, of a certain Facebook page. What I need is the stuff that's down the bottom here in this box. Okay. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go back to my blog. And when I go to, are you using WordPress, Pascal?
No, Blogger.
Okay, Blogger. Okay, you have an option for adding HTML code into the page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think in mine I have to do a widget, as they call it, and this allows me to put something over on the sidebar here, on the right-hand side for a customized object, and I'm going to put text, which is allows me to put HTML. Okay, but yours will be very similar. So in there, I'm going to paste in the HTML that I took for the Facebook like button, and then I'm going to save. Now, if I open up and view my site, I'm not sure if my template will display this properly, but it should do.
I just wanted, I see now the penultimate, and I wanted to thank you because I've done a video, French one, for the
Uh-huh.
customers about the penultimate, and maybe the first thing you saw on the French telegraph was that video in
Yeah.
French for the guys, and I take the example of a submarine, a wrecked submarine, and explain that the kind of briefing you can conduct and mention the current direction and not, where not to go and highlight the points to visit and so on.
Yeah.
It's really really cool.
It's a very good tool, very useful tool. Okay. And it's not shown up.
Whilst Richard's looking for that, Pascal, we were having a chat about our blog posts and putting in different things. And as I say, we're trying to vary our posts a little bit, and apps are very popular at the moment. So if you do come across any that you think are good, then let us know, and we'll do the same vice versa.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Really with pleasure. I think it's always interesting to share. I will conduct Wednesday evening a webinar for beginners in Animoto and in a website which is going to disappear in April, which is Picnic. Maybe you've heard about it. Picnic is now in the Google family and will close end of April because Google just want to focus on his tool, and I don't know if Picasa do what Picnic does, but that's a bit sad because it was possible to do a lot of things. And I start really for beginners because I'm a beginner by myself, and I was a bit surprised. I reached close to 40 people who got to be involved in the webinar. So we'll see.
Okay, it looks like they've changed the way they do a like button within Facebook. Which is not good because it means that it makes it more difficult. Within WordPress, I have some add-ins. I think those add-ins they won't exist in Blogger, but they will have a plugin for Blogger, if that makes sense. So I have a plugin for WordPress that I've added to my site, and it automatically creates the Facebook like buttons. Now
for me, it's quite easy. I just have to take the HTML page, I would say. I pass the HTML code, and it creates the button.
Yeah, but I don't know if it works anymore. I don't know if that works anymore in
Really?
Facebook because I think they've changed the way it works, and I think you have to include some extra code within your website. Now, I think the easiest way in Blogger is to add a plugin. Now, I think you should be able to search. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've used Blogger, but I think you add a plugin to your Blogger website, which has the like buttons already in it. If that makes sense.
I can have a look now quite quickly.
Yeah, let's go. Let's have a look. Let me just make you presenter, and then you can.
I have no more sound anymore, so I hope you still
Yeah.
hear me. Yeah.
Yeah, still there.
Okay. Oh shit. So I just add a widget. So this is usually the one I take,
Yeah.
HTML, JavaScript.
Okay, but I don't think you wish this. I don't think you want this one. I don't think you want this one. Have a look and see if we have one for Facebook or social plugins or. Yeah, social networker.
First one?
Yeah. No, maybe sociable. Have a look further down. You see here. And scroll down. There we are, sociable. That's fine, and we can, yeah, you can take out which you wish to and which you don't wish to.
Yeah, it sent me to Facebook, but not to the page of the French.
Okay, let's have a. I'm going to have a look while you're doing that. I'm going to go to Blogger and have a look for myself as well and see if I can work out which one it is. I'm just having a look, Pascal.
No solution.
Yeah. Okay, my computer is going very slowly at the moment. I'm not sure what I've done. Okay. Okay, no, this is not working for me, Pascal.
Okay. No matter.
No, I'm stuck now.
Okay.
Yeah, my
If you
blog.
find the solution later.
Yeah, I'm having trouble testing it because my Blogger account redirects to paddyislands.com, and I have to unset that in order to be able to preview my blog page. So when I view my blog page, it just redirects me, and I cannot see any changes I've made to the old Blogger site because I don't have a Blogger page anymore. I stopped using it, and so people that were going to it before, I had them redirect straight through to the Paddy Islands webpage. So
I think maybe the thing I can do is maybe just to copy an image and do the link with the Frenchy Telegraph page. That might be the most simple thing.
you can that would be a simple solution to it. And my internet is going very slowly now, so it's taking me forever to get anywhere. I'll investigate, Pascal, and if I come back to the answer, I will send you the answer of which plugin, which widget you have to add to your blog to solve the problem. But at the moment, I can't do it because I don't have a blog.
No problem, Richard. No problem. So the next point will be to receive the two links for the video. for this night, and the other one for the presentation you conduct
Of
with
course,
John?
well, one of them is sending to you now. I just need to connect
Okay.
to the VPN connection for the office, and it will send through to you. And then once we've finished, I will wait for the video to encode for this evening, and I will send that straight through tonight as well.
And the last point, I think, is the Centurion's
Yeah,
shield, table, circle, or
something.
whatever you call it.
Yeah. How have you found that working in your territory? Has it worked well? Has it?
No, to be honest with you, I just mentioned the idea to some of my store owners, and they were very excited by the idea to be checked over their certifications.
Yeah.
And I think it can be interesting only if they can mention that as an advertising, as a proof of reliability.
Yeah, and I think that's what myself and John were talking about, is that some people have emailed me saying, yes, we'd like to take part, and they're not worried about having their certifications checked. And
I think the marketing will not promote another logo, I would say a new logo or something like that, but for me, what I've did so far, that's a bit nothing, I would say, but they like it. I've downloaded on my phone, on my app. I don't know if you have it on Android. It's I would say a customized and personalized voice answer machine. So it means that it recognizes the phone number of the customer, and I welcome him with a personal message like, hello Richard, thanks to have called me. Unfortunately, I'm not reachable at the moment, but leave me your message. We'll do my best to contact you as soon as possible. Wish you all the best, Richard.
yeah,
So thing like that. So they have the feeling that yes, they have been recognized, and they have the feeling that they have more than ever direct connection with me as regional manager. This is the first thing I have done, and they like it, really like it. The next step is that I do my best to give them an answer in the 24 hours of their contact. Can be an email, can be a phone call, except for the weekends, of course.
yeah,
I really would like to conduct this survey thing. I think they are able to promote it by themselves. I mean, if they say 100% of my certification have been checked by Paddy, and our quality ratio is this one, it's something they can promote by themselves. And I think the marketing will not recognize anything except if we bring them figures and results.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think they will follow. They will not lead.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I completely agree. And that's what myself and John are doing. Is we're trying to think of new stuff, and when we do that new stuff, the marketing department will catch up with us afterwards. They won't be giving us ideas; that we will be giving them ideas.
I try, of course, to associate them in some pilot ideas. For example, I'm thinking since a long time to conduct a coaching program for the brand new instructors of the year, to be more close to them as regional manager, because maybe some of them want to create or buy a dive center, and to have a direct connection with them, motivate them a little bit more and create a challenge. Last year I started with that, and I called it the Paddy Connection. And the result was quite good, because the winner helps me to convert to Paddy 2 dive centers.
Wow.
Which makes look peanuts, but this guy just become an instructor in the beginning of the year, in 2011. So
That's great.
yes, if we consider that maybe you have, let's say, 10 guys who give you 2 dive centers, it makes it 20 more, and that's interesting. It costs nothing, just an award, a piece of paper in a frame that you give them for during a show,
Yeah.
guys are really happy and satisfied with that because they are highly motivated to be part of that connection.
Yeah.
So I think some of our Centurions are already IDC centers, and to be in touch with the course directors or the store owners and to propose them as a pilot project makes sense and can be also interesting for them because they really give a value to their new instructors.
Yeah.
They usually fight on the IDC part, but when guys start to be instructors, they have no more challenge to give them.
Yeah.
By this way, I help them to still be in touch with the instructor, and they act more as a mentor. And if they are course director, it makes sense. If they are just store owner, it's nice for them because they can still maybe have some stuff that they can use part time or exactly when they need. So it can be something we can add in the Centurion Shield Circle program table.
Yeah, I think so, and I think this is what myself and John are looking towards. Is there are dive centres that don't have anything left to accomplish. They've done a lot of what they need, and they're just now it's business as normal. And maybe we can give them that extra challenge for something new.
But the thing is,
yeah.
I don't want to conduct this without you. I mean, we talked together about it, so I suggest that we use the same communication tool to talk about it and maybe to explain to our dive centers that this is a pilot project we are conducting only on specific area. And they are part of those specific area. I think they will be even more proud to know that they are part. They are a specific part of the PADI.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Group.
Yeah. And I think that's great. And I think I don't know if we've told you, but myself and John are no longer conducting member forums.
I didn't know. Okay.
Okay, so we're not doing the member forums anymore. We're doing something new. We're going to do online once every 3 months, once a quarter. We're going to get online, and we're going to use some people from our training department, and we're going to try having a conversation with the people online and see what happens. But what that means is that we can then save the money from the member forum, and we can use some of that money for rewarding the people that have done very well during the year.
Yeah, John mentioned me this, and I must say that I take the opportunity to test it with PADI Europe. I'm coming from a different world.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And the welcome in PADI Europe was exactly like this, and I've not done any Actor Studio course. The answer was yes, it's a good idea, but unfortunately, if you want to have somebody of the training, that will not be that easy because I have to be sure that the webinar is conducted in daily time, because in the evening I can't have everybody, and even because we have a lot of work, and having somebody speaking French and the feeling I say, come on, okay, it's a good idea, but
yeah, I think the issue for me, Pascal, is that no one reads training bulletins anymore, and for us, the only time they did training bulletins was at the member forum, and if they didn't attend the member forum, then they didn't know about training bulletins.
Right.
And I agree. I spoke to Richard Somerset in the training department, and he said what he'd have to do is just organise to leave work a couple of hours early one day and use the time in the evening to do it. So for example, one Friday finish 2 hours early so that the following Thursday he would work 2 hours in the evening, and all he needs is his computer at home. I think what we have to do is we just have to, like anything, we have to prove to Paddy whether it works or not. Maybe the membership doesn't want it. Maybe it will be a waste of time.
No, but you know, I think it's a really a person question, because for the sales department, my whole chap Thierry Curletto jump on this and say, brilliant, excellent, and schedule it any time of the day you want. So it's completely a question of attitude, and I don't worry a lot on that. Even Domino, she's overloaded and works only 3 days a week, and she say, I'm really interested to be in touch with the French guys. And the contacts she had during the Paris diving show were excellent, and I think now we are ready to maybe do something in France with Project Aware. So if the training doesn't feel motivated by the idea, I don't care. I will do it by myself or with my tools, or I will find a solution. But I think it's really interesting to be in touch directly with people and talk about
just a really quick one, because I know Richard's got a point. Did you know, Pascal, that they've put up the prices for e-learning?
I beg your pardon?
Did you know that Paddy have put up the prices for the e-learning on everything?
No.
I found out today, and Richard knows already, this is being recorded, so I found out today via a sales